Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today, if we play our cards right, which is suspicious because I don't think I ever play my cards right, we should be making splitter fours. That's what we'd like to do today. There's a few things we need to make to get that happening, and the most pressing is graphene. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to build some graphene over here. I think that's probably the best option. But yeah, actually, do we even need to? No, we do need splitters. Okay, I thought maybe we could get away with not needing splitters and just getting underground belts, but that ain't happening. We need splitters. That's right. So I'm going to build graphene up here. Why up here? It just looks like a good place for graphene, you know? I mean, look at it. Just look at this place and tell me it's not a good place for graphene. I may call you a liar if you say it's not, but that's okay. That's on you. We've run out of tracks, so maybe we should go get some more tracks. We can't get on tracks if we don't have tracks. You know the rules. So do I. Yes, I can never really get away from that, Rick Astley. Oh, that Rick Astley, he's a bad influence on Seif. Always said that. You know, with his, sexual dance moves. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Rick Astley, actually, but it's still confusing. You know, drives all the girls wild, that Rick Astley. And apparently the streamer. I don't know what I'm going on about either. Alright, we got some rails. Good. And with these rails, we can get some stuff happening. I feel like graphene... You wonder if over here might be better now that I'm looking at it. Just because we do need to work with silica. You know what? That is actually probably a far better place to go. So we're going to go and build this in a different place than we originally anticipated. That's okay. Because if your build... You know what they say, if your build works the way you wanted it to, you've planned incorrectly. Or planned too much. Don't ever plan too much. Hello, Soulburn. How you doing? Welcome. I'm running a little bit late, so I think chat is a little bit quiet at the moment. That's alright. Because Seif had to go and eat a bunch of chicken. You know, as the rules are. Sometimes the streamer has to go eat a bunch of chicken. You're tired? Oh, how come? Okay. So we're just going to drive past that. Awesome. Got that under control, apparently. You know what? I thought that was going to hit, and it didn't, and I'm very surprised. You know what? This is actually the place. You're jet lagged. Oh. Coming back to or going to America? Because I know you're doing the America trip, but I don't remember which order you're up to right now. Back from the US. Okay. How was your US trip? Did you enjoy it? Oh no. Oh shoot. Shiz boggles. It was fun? That's good then. Glad you enjoyed yourself. So what do we need for graphene? We need some things. Okay, good work. Glad we identified that fairly easily. Had a lot of West-like foods. So no corn pizza? That boy is not a fan of corn pizza. There's like one word I had to describe West, it's not corn pizza. Like those are the words I would use, not corn pizza specifically. Didn't have corn pizza. No, that's a Veldak thing. You know how that lad is. Corn pizza. I mean, part of it I think we're just doing it just because West doesn't like it and we're just trolling him. Do we have a train for chain signals? I feel like we don't. He needs to check himself. Yeah, otherwise he will wreck himself. I know, right? He's so close to wrecking himself. Insulated wires. You know what? If we can probably get insulated wires. In fact, I reckon if we did this right, we might even have insulated wires right here. We have not done this right. There is no insulated wires. There is no happiness in the literature club. Alright, that's fine. I've been thinking a lot about that sentence lately. Why? I don't know. Just being a weeb. You know, sometimes Seif be a weeb. Sometimes Seif usually be a weeb. Alright. So, what do we actually need from here? We need monocrystalline silicon, graphene, argon. Argon we could probably steal from down here. Look, let's do 4. Let's see who we go from there. I think that'll probably do us. I think we'll probably manage with that. In fact, that's not 4. That's number higher than 4. I don't know what number goes higher than 4, but it was that one. Oh crud. Hello, Tara. Welcome. I'm currently trying to learn how to count to 4. It's not going well. Could do is shift this madness. Shift this madness. Remember, always shift your madness. That's what I've learned from like any Arkham games. Shift your madness. If your madness is not shifted, it will not go well for you. So remember, always shift yon madness. Okay, the madness has been shifted. It should be good now. Ah, no, wait. Oh, good. I was about to say, no, don't leave without with my wires, but it can't. I suppose you have to unbox the wires first. That's going to give us way too many wires, but that's alright. And now we've got to figure out how to get this train to not break. I think the answer to that is just do this. There you go. That'll fix it. Okay, good. Now, I assume this will be enough to get our shit sorted. But that's usually a bold statement to make in this day and age. Okay, so funnily enough, the monocrystalline silicon isn't that far away, but I would rather put it on the train than like bury it all around the place. So we'll do that now. Monocrystalline silicon, we actually don't drop it anywhere. Really? We just make all of it and then just do nothing with it? What is this, a SeiferKatt design? Pathetic. About normal actually. Okay. Okay. That's not connected to anything. That's probably not ideal. And we probably need to get that train to actually go somewhere. I find it strange that we've never actually connected this train. Thought we would have needed it by now, but I guess not. Oh, you know what we haven't done? All fun and games till someone forgets to set up signals to block things out. There we go. That should do the job. Go up. Remember kids, if you don't get hit by a train, it's successful. Mono. I don't think we need a lot of this, but I'd like to get it sorted. And of course the check equals 2. Okay, so that gets part of what is most difficult here. Do we have any graphite available? I feel like we might actually have graphite available. You know what? I thought we needed graphite for glass. I mean for lamps, but that's not how any of this shit works. We've just started making imagination here, and the imagination has indeed failed us. That's alright. That's what you get when you make imagination. You should never make imagination. Many people say imagination is what's failed us as a society. And to that I say they are correct. I don't actually, but it's a fun joke. Graphite bee drop. Gotta drop those bees. Oh, and we probably should enable. I don't like the fact that those trains don't seem to be working right now. That's a little concerning. So both graphite trains are stuck. Because probably, if I take a guess, poor signaling. Da-da-da-da! It's poor signaling man to the rescue! What's this? A train station blocked by poor signaling? A little bit of signaling will help with this. Yeah, no, it's effed, mate. Oh, 2,000? How about dropping that down to 200, eh? I think we got a little bit enthusiastic. We'll calm your shit down just a bit. If I jump on that train, it'll take me to where I want to go. Make the train do your work. Signaling man is at it again! Is he a hero? Is he a villain? Find out next week on Signaling. What the fuck? I would read Signaling. What the fuck? What the fuck, Signaling? You have messed us up again. Oh no! Wait. Yeah. Okay, so well, might as well keep that as 2 separate things, right? And what do we make this in? We make it in nanofabricators. Do we even carry nanofabricators? We use them so rarely. Nanofabricators! We do not have them! What a mistake we have made in society. I know I shouldn't keep doing this voice, it's probably irritating, but I love doing this voice, and I got no other response there. I just love doing that voice. That shouldn't be trying to bring in sodium. That's the wrong thing. You've messed up, boy. That should be off now, yeah. That's a pickup. Pickups are fine there. Like I've always said, pickups in a random place are absolutely fine. I've never actually said that, just to be clear. Not that there's anything wrong with it, of course. Let's not shame people, but not really what I'm into. Okay, so we need nitric acid and we need... Well, there's nitric acid and there's argon, so we don't really need... In fact, is it compressed argon? My goodness, it is compressed argon. We still need nanofabricators. I have forgotten. My attention span is about the length of a squirrel. Like, yeah. Squirrels are not very long. I don't know, I think there are some bigger squirrels. I don't think I've seen big squirrels, but I know there are bigger squirrels. And that very fact alone makes me happy. Because I somewhat like squirrels. Whoa, there's another car. Alright. It's just funny having the only car on the... You've seen bigger squirrels? Damn. Yeah, I've seen bigger squirrels just sounds like the start of an insult. Ah, I've seen bigger squirrels than you, lad. And you're like, wow, I don't know why you squirrel shaming me. I meant squirrels, but it's okay. No need to squirrel shame me. Oh shit! Crash right into that. Okay, plunk. Okay, so we will connect everything together in just a moment. So what I'm finding out is we don't actually probably need that. So we can get rid of that. Just give us more space to actually build the things we need. The tings we need. Gotta get your tings. Okay, so the plan is as follows. Build stuff. Good plan. Not sure about that oxygen pipe in the middle there. That might not be as desired, but that's okay. We'll figure that out in a moment. Then we want to make boxes of graphene. Oh, these are going to need to be separated. The tings go screwed. They do. I've heard that. Shoot. Can we flip the nanofabricators? No, we cannot flip the nanofabricators. Really? Nanofabricators do not get flipped. And I would thank you to not bring that up again. Only nanofabricator 2s have a mirrored version. Interesting. Frustrating as well, but okay. And with that size, we actually need to put them on one belt. I didn't want to do that, but I guess I have to. Well, we're not nanofabricator 2s yet. Memo fabricators. They fabricate memos. Unlike my work, which is a memo fabricator that fabricates memos. Okay. Well, how's this going so far? It's going... Oh yeah, this isn't gonna make shit very quickly. Okay, then we will... Meme-lo fabricator, yeah, it fabricates meme-los. Cannot be flipped. Well, screw it, get rotated. Limbs. Oh, like the cats. I see. Look, you know what? Limb fabricators sounds pretty good. This cat's going lim. I approve. Alright. We have run out of underground pipes, but the good news is I think we don't, do we? I was going to say I think we have a train that takes these to where we need them to go, but no, we don't. Okay, what the shirt's going to be an odd one today, because I haven't changed, because I was kind of wanting to stream earlier. So we're still going to do it, because you got to do the song, so it's do. What the shirt? Different. So today's shirt is actually a jersey. I mean, I guess I got to show the shirt, don't I? Oh, I've got to lift my jersey up. See, I come back from work and I'm still wearing my jersey, but under this, oh my, we've got, ooh, look, so boring. It's just a blue and white speckled polo shirt. It's a very disappointing what the shirt today. I'm sorry. This, as I said, I've come directly back from work. Like, I mean, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Like, I'm not even wearing jeans right now. Let's just do this. I'm wearing black work pants. Oh my! Look at that! For justice! Anyway, as I said, I've just come back. Bespeckled what the shirt, yeah. It's hardly what the segment's designed for, but it's what you get. It's what you deserve, you rapscallions. Anyway. Panda was like, should you change shirts? And I'm like, I don't have time for this, I've got to stream! I didn't say quite that extremely. But yeah. So I probably could have done it, but I couldn't be bothered. Someone was playing Factorio on a Mac? Oh man. Should have befriended them. Probably not, that'd be weird. You should have told them their build sucked. You'd be like, oh really? That's your build? A bit pathetic, don't you think? I mean, come on. Really? And then they didn't have a mouse. What? Were they doing it on a trackpad? What? Hang on, do people play Factorio with a trackpad? They were playing the demo. Oh, then you absolutely need to help them because they're bad. I'm joking, of course. I am joking. Trackpad's a weird way to play Factorio. Does anyone here play Factorio with a trackpad? I don't want to insult you, but it's still confusing. Like, I don't like it. I mean, it doesn't matter what I like, though. I think about mouse design sometimes. Like, does anyone even remember the first time they used a mouse? Like, they were not in talking range. Oh, well, that's why you get closer to them. If they're in, like, the window seat and you gotta climb over two people, you climb over them. And people are like, what are you doing? It's like, you just whisper in the ear, get good scrub. And they go, sorry, what? And they pull the earphones out and you get good scrub. And like, sorry, the engines are really loud. I didn't hear you. Like, get good scrub. And you just keep saying it. And eventually you get kicked off the plane. And you're like, but it was in flight. And it's like, yeah, exactly. That's what they had the parachutes for. Consider playing with Joy-Cons. I mean, I did once try to. I won't lie. I did once try to play it with the Xbox controller. It didn't go particularly well. I won't lie. It was unwieldy and not designed for such things. But I tried. Okay. Just didn't go well for obvious reasons. Coming out with a Switch version? No, I didn't hear that. Oh well, hopefully the Switch version's good. You know, honestly, I might just be better to just build like a little bit more. I don't think we're going to be making enough graphene. I think we may have built this in the bad place. Ah, I see you've built it in the bad place. Oh wow, that was only announced 4 days ago. Okay. I love the music. It seems so incredible machine-ish. That's cool. It's just the normal trailer, but still good music. I mean, it's the announcement trailer for... Yeah, well, still fine. I'm still happy with the music. I'll listen to that music any day. It's fun. Fun music. Alright, you know what? We're not going to stress too much about this. The important thing is that graphene is made, and if we don't make enough graphene, well, at least it's being made, right? It'll have no mod support. I mean, that's no surprise. Wait, it won't support megabases? How can it not support megabases? Like, I don't even like megabases, but how can it not support megabases? The hell? Oh, crap. I gotta grab some more of these. And passenger present. as a potato for a CPU. That is true. Well, it's not actually true. It doesn't actually have a potato for a CPU, but a CPU could be better. That's right. I mean, generally, who is buying a Switch for any reason other than to play Nintendo games? Because I don't mean to speak badly about the Switch. I like my Switch. It's a good little dude. It does the best it can. But I didn't buy it to... How are you doing? Because I am a potato. Ah, GLaDOS. Clap, clap. Oh, that's still working. So that's something. I can't remember the exact line, but it's still good shit. Potato GLaDOS is best GLaDOS. Alright, well... That might just be what we achieve for now. And then we'll figure out some beacons and stuff later, and then that'll probably just buff it up quite nicely. And if I unbox those, that should give me quite a few. Yeah, it'll give me like 4 stacks worth. 5 stacks worth, that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that so far. And then we just gotta figure out how to get argon in. Argon going in. Compressed argon, I must add. We're not going to accept any limitations of lesser argon. All or nothing with argon, I think. I wonder how they limit it, the mega base on the Switch. Like, how do you do that? You just like have limitations to how far you can build? Wait, that's input. It's not limited in game. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought maybe they'll just have like a limited world size. How do we get argon? I guess we just keep going and see what happens. No, that's not going to work at all. But, you know, here's the question. Would you rather Switch players be able to play Factorio, or would you just be like, no, they've got to play it right or not at all? And I think I'd just be happy that they couldn't play it, you know? I'm happy that they get to play Factorio, because, let's be honest, we all love Factorio, right? Even if some of us regard it as like some sort of love-hate relationship thing. Wait, are we not making enough nitric acid? Appears the answer to that question is no. Okay, well, we'll fix that in a moment. That's not too bad. I mean, the Steam Deck, how are the Steam Deck's specs? I don't really know. Are they okay, or are they just really bad as well? And then we've got wastewater, which I really have no plan on how to deal with. Actually, it is slight miscalculation there. Do actually need to bring it into the rest of the base. Can't just sort of... There we go. Steam Deck can play Elden Ring in 30 frames. Wow, so better than my old computer, huh? Cool. Well, you know, sounds like a decent rig then, doesn't it? My old computer could not play at 30 frames per second stable. It was very unstable. Okay. Well, let's worry about getting the graphene somewhere when it does finally get around to being made. Been happy with whatever you've thrown at it? Excellent. Well, that's good. That's good news. Okay, and we rig those up, rig those up, rig those up, rig those up. Clean it up. Now this isn't making quite as much as I wish it was, but that's okay. We can fix that with things later. What matters is that we're at least making something. We can sort out all the finicky bits of how much somethings we make later. And we will. We will fix up all those finicky somethings later. We don't need to worry about it right now. Can I move one closer? Maybe. Yes. Battery charge, and then we chuck some batteries in this thing. Not as many batteries as I wish we had, but that's what we got. Hey Veldak, what you up to? What are you up to? The tick size is the problem. I mean, as problems go, that's not the worst. So graphene. Be pick. Okay, let's go sort out nitric acid. Put that cat back together. I agree. That cat. Well, it's actually like that's a glitched cat. That's like a missing no type thing. You know, you found a wild cat, but it's not in the game files. You found. I apologize if that startled anyone. It startled me, so that's why I'm like, geez, I hope that didn't startle anyone. You know you've done badly if you startled yourself with the noise you made. Put the cat back together. Okay. We do still need to worry about that wastewater, but let's get the nitric acid flowing a little better first. No more meetings today? That's excellent. Always good to have no more meetings in your day. That is honestly, if you ask me, one of the better days, the one where there's no more meetings. I don't even have a job that has many meetings, but I'm always glad when they're done. Okay. So the problem here is it's just not making near enough of this stuff, which is an easy fix. Solution, make more. Like, there we go. Bring that pipe across. There we go, and then we'll figure out where to slot the ammonia. And then nitric acid. Please make my nitric acid. Okay, so that should be creating more and a little bit more reliably. We could also, if we want to get a little bit, the job with the most meetings is the butcher. Hardy har har. I hope you're happy with yourself for that one. Ah. Related to that article you linked before. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting question. I briefly spoke to Panda today about one of the questions that came up. And I realized this is why I can't talk about the questions ahead of time, because we had a really good conversation and all of it's not going to be recorded. So I was like, I can't talk about any of these questions ahead of time. do need to connect the oxygen together. Uncle Roger. Oh, yep. There is no timeout out. There's no timeout because all the questions are going to be asked in one big go on Sunday before we start playing Frostpunk or whatever we do. So yeah, there's no timeout anymore, and we'll see how it goes. Will it be a mistake? Absolutely, but we're going to do it anyway. Come on, now you're just trying to get me in trouble. Okay, we're not producing enough oxygen now, are we? Sorry. All right. Veldak's got a lot of questions he doesn't trust me to answer, I see. Probably the appropriate response. I feel like we need more water happening here. Have the pumps? We do not. That's going to make things a little bit more difficult. Because we're going to need to get those water pumps, because not much is going to happen without it. Oh, she knows a lot about my work. Like, I work from home, and I talk about the people I work with a lot. And she's met quite a few of my co-workers, so yeah. No, we talk about work a lot at home. So the first lockdown, like, we just sort of worked across from each other. Now that we've got our new house, like, we are separated a little bit when we're working from home, but it's still close, you know. It's not like she's on the opposite side of the house. It's still the time of where you put down the phone and you hear the other person like shout out, "That was an interesting call," and you're like, "Yep, sure was." You know, the ones where you're just like, yep, and you repeat the same. Like, you know, those are my favorite calls, the ones where like you just hear the person. I don't like to be on them, but you hear the person say the same thing like 10 or 20 times. Like, yes, that is all in the email that I sent you. Yep, that's in the email as well. Yeah, that's in the email as well. Maybe you should look at it. Yeah, that's in the email. That's in the email. Yep, all that's in the email. If you could just do what I wrote in the email, that'd be great. And it's just like, you know, those are the calls that you just like, if you were the one taking it, you're just like, I could die right now. That'd be nice. But they're fun to listen to because every time you hear, yep, that's in the email, you're like, I love listening to those calls. Unfortunately, I had one of those calls today. First off, I'm pretty sure they didn't get my name right the entire call, despite me saying it 3 times. So that's fine. They're like, "Seifer what? Seifer? SeiferKatt?" I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Close enough. SeiferKatt. That's my name, SeiferKatt." Wait, why is this not connected? Oh, I see what I've done wrong. Okay. There we go. So the problem was we never needed more oxygen. We just needed to not stuff up. Ah, that old trick, eh? Just don't stuff up. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, we are making graphene now, it seems. Are we? How long does graphene take to make? Oh, 320 seconds per graphene. Okie dokie, that is speed module time if I ever did hear it. Because my god, that too slow. My god. Like, how much graphene do I actually need? 1 per box of pipes. Ugh, it's still a lot. My god. Oh, and we need to get rid of the wastewater still as well, because we haven't done that yet. Okay. So let's go see what we can do about accelerating these. Also, we probably need to go put sensor 2s in a machine as well. Wait, is this... It makes... Oh, we also need to get rid of silica, which I had not considered. But it's fine because it's taken its sweet time. It's taken so long that it literally hasn't made one yet. Okay. My plan is we're going to... What are we going to do? That's a good question. Okay. We might actually unbox them for the moment. So we'll do this. We've got some boxes, right? We have 18 of them. Okay, that's fine. Probably don't need a lot of them. Honestly, with this, we probably don't need much at all. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Can't imagine anything wrong with that design I just did. Now, which is the one that actually goes and makes silicon? This one. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. Okay, here's my silica. Hey, silica. Okay. And then what I think I might do is... The crafting speed is 1 at the moment. If I chuck this in there, crafting speed becomes 1.6. Okay, this... We're gonna need more speed modules for this, but that's alright. Graphene production goes to 21 per minute. That is still shockingly poor. Shockingly poor. Okay. But now it's something. We've got some... Let's go get some speed modules and see what we can do. The other problem is I don't really have beacons in mass production yet. Oh, actually, I think I do. So we don't have great beacons in mass production. I think they're only the beacon ones, which is not great. I really would like better beacons than that right now, but I mean, something better than nothing, right? They do have beacons in production, right? The longer I look, the more concerning it gets. Oh, they're right there. Oh, actually, they're going somewhere else. Where are they going? Going up here. Make artillery cannons. Tap and splat. Why is it called tap and splat? I don't know if I want to know, but I also really want to know. Please, oh master of the tap and splat, please explain. Server underwater power outage, those are your two options. Choose wisely, I suppose. Oh. Hello, damsel and everybody. Welcome, welcome. I was trying to think of a name for you guys. I don't know if you've got a name, but I was going with the Knights Errant. I don't know if we like that. Just going with the damsel name. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for the shout out for Damsel Beldak. Damsel, how was your run today? How was the space exploration going? For those who do not know, I am SeiferKatt, and we are playing Nullius, which is a Factorio prequel. It is a little chaotic at the moment. We're currently producing these, and I thought we'd be making enough, and it's making a grand total of 21 per minute. So, not great. Getting Vita done? Oh, Vita, yeah, Vita Melange, yeah, get that done. For some reason I thought Vita as in like the old Sony console. I was like, what? I heard about a Switch release, but a Vita release is new to me. Okay. Oh, that's not going to work unless we get closer. Darn it. I mean, do we really need that much graphene? We need more than 25 per minute. 25 per minute is not going to cut it. It's nice to dream, but 25 per minute, simply not going to do it. Okay. So, we are currently trying to, for those who have not been here before, let me show you the disaster, which is here. This is the spaghetti zone. Welcome. The spaghetti zone is terrifying, and I apologize. But we're getting away from the spaghetti zone, and we're now building these cool little train areas. You may notice that they still sort of spaghetti all over the place. There's only so much I can do as a person to fix that. Some people say, just be better at the game, Seif, and they're probably not wrong. They're probably not wrong. But as I said, there's only so much I can do. So, the plan here is 3 seconds per graphene. Yeah, it's not great, as I said. I'm never going to claim that was a good number, but we're getting there. You know, that one's even got one already for it. Okay, so that is our plan of sorts, I imagine. If we do it like that, we should be good. And then we can chuck everything in and it'll be good. Yes! I don't know if this is really enough to help, but damn, we're gonna try. I mean, it's, you know, goes from 1.6 crafting speed to 1.7. I mean, let's put that in context. 0.95 per minute. Wait, did that not change anything? Oh, because it counts. Okay, so it goes. Wait. They count. They're touching each other. They're touching. They're touching. Which usually you don't want to be declaring so loudly. That's usually a bad thing. But right now, it's a very exciting thing. So they're going to 1 per minute. Yes. You don't get much better than 1 per minute, guys. Some people say 1 per minute's slow, but I'm like, nah, man. It does not get better. It's literally legally not allowed to. If you think it gets better than this, you are being lied to. Sorry, but that's just how it be. Also, I've realized we haven't fixed up wastewater yet, but we can do that in a moment. Oh god, I've confused myself. We could gyrate it as well. There we go. 60k per minute? Well, sure, of course. 60k per minute is a better number. I will not disagree with you on that. But we don't have 60k per minute. There's only a limited amount we can fix at once. That's alright. You know, you do what you can and let, you know, and work from there. And later on when we get the better beacons, we can probably improve it further. But that's okay. No touchy? Oh, Emperor's New Groove. Okay, yep. Yep. Not touchy. Good shit. Emperor's New Groove is honestly the best Disney film. Like, it is my favorite. I don't know if it's the best, but it is my favorite. So I can say that honestly. And I love Disney films, so, you know, say something. Okay, let's just pop that in there. So, we are now making a massive amount of graphene. We are making 29 per minute. That's 1 every 30 seconds. No, 2 seconds? 1 every 2 seconds. Yeah! Working on it though. It's a work in progress, but hey, Factorio in a nutshell, right? Okay. We will be expanding this at some point, on the basis that I think we don't make enough, but that's all right. We'll get there. You know, you can't freak out just because you got some. Don't you math me, young man? Well, I didn't math very well. I mathed the best I could, and math wasn't very good. You heard your name. Not from me, I don't think. Unless I just accidentally said your name. Like, did I true name you? Are you some sort of demon that I accidentally true named? I guess you could true name everyone, not just a demon, but... Okay. Good news. Graphene in boxes. We have produced some. We could produce more. The good news is each one of these will produce a box of pipe... Sorry, 5 boxes of pipe 4s. So that's pretty good. I don't see anything else in these graphene right now. So yeah, you know what? That's what success looks like today. If we do this, let's just chuck this bad boy out right here. I wonder if that's going to speed it up much more. Oh, it does. It does. Okay, that's great. So, now that we've got that, we probably need to figure out how to get sensor 2s into some sort of train line of descriptions. Because I built this ages ago and I never did anything with it, which is problematic, but that's okay. No, I wasn't. You mean the sandbox? No, that's still there. I wasn't talking about that. At least not just yet. I might do later, who knows? Are these going the right way? I don't know. They are not. Wait, no, that was the right way. Okay, and we've got a bunch of lamps here for reasons that we don't need to talk about. They're lamps. Lamps will do what they want. I'm sorry, you're going mad. Happens to all of us eventually. Some of us twice. Okay, chuck some stuff in there, get that sorted. I don't really need to say sorted, but I really enjoy saying sorted, like some sort of British word. I don't know why. Personality quirk, shall we call it? Okay. Now, we've done this before, and we're going to do it again, because I liked it the first time. Did Wes rename himself? No? No? Are you talking about Weston? Weston's someone else. No, Wes is still the West dude. Don't worry, that's not changing. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make a little train station here to take my sensors. I should have done this ages ago, to be fair, but, you know. There's only so much you can do at once. And even that's suspect for me sometimes. Okay, we'll bring this out here. Connect that into there. Okay, and that should start pumping through more sensor 2s as well. I don't know if we need a lot of sensor 2s, but it's probably better to have them than not have them, right? Right. Also, we're out of batteries. That's probably bad. In fact, that is bad. Correction! Badness ahead. What do I need for logistics 3? I need to place 4 splitter 4s. And that is what I'm doing all this work for. I need to place 4 splitter 4s, and so for that I've got the splitter 3s, but I don't have the underground belt 4s, and I don't have the filter inserter 4s. So the undergrounds need underground pipes, which of course need pipes, which need of course pipes, and belts of course. All of that is actually ready. I think everything is actually ready to go. I think we're actually just ready to assemble now. With sensor 2s being in there, can I handcraft them? I don't think I want to. I honestly hadn't considered it actually. But look, we're this far ahead, we might as well just finish the job, right? I hadn't considered handcrafting, because that's the sort of rebel I am. Yeah, I probably should have, but now we're just going to keep going. Could I have handcrafted them? That's a good question. Yeah, I suppose I could have. Actually, no, I still needed graphene. At this point, I might as well just keep going. So name the station. We're going to call it Sensor 2B drop pick. We're going to grab some batteries. Thank you, sir. May leave. I think these also take a while to build. That's alright. Gotta get there eventually, right? Actually, you know what we don't have? Enough electrolyzers. Small cargo wagons. They're not huge. We actually can build larger ones now. We just haven't, because you know when you get that part in Factorio where you're just like, I could build this bigger, like I could spend all this time upgrading something, but to do that you need to actually spend time upgrading it. This is why we're doing all these train stations, so it'll be easier to upgrade in the future. It just hasn't happened 100% yet, but it's coming. It's all like everything is progressing. We are building. We are becoming better people. Not sure about the better people part, but you know, you do what you can, and maybe you will be forgiven for your crimes one day. You know, by whatever you know deity you believe in. Maybe you will be forgiven for your crimes. You don't believe in a deity, then maybe one day you'll forgive yourself. Okay? I don't know. How good's your forgiveness? Do you forgive yourself? Butt kicking. For goodness! Absolutely. Minsk and Boo stand ready. I really got into Minsk and Boo, and I'm like, I don't know about it. Anyway, I feel like they overuse Minsk these days. He was a great character, and now they're just like, let's throw Minsk into everything we can. And it's like, you really don't need to do that, guys. And they're like, Minsk on everything. Like, they made him a planeswalker in Magic, for goodness sake. Did they need to make Minsk a planeswalker? No. But they have. Alright, so that's sensor 2s in boxes. That's graphene being made. Hydrate. Ooh. We did not refill the bottle. We've got a bit of hydration here. Here we go. Fine this time, but next time you may not be so lucky. So we need 3 types of pipes: graphene, carbon composite, and titanium sheets, and reinforced concrete boxes. Once we have all that, I mean, I think we're going to build a double crowfoot here, also known as the Yatagarasu Station. Also, iron is disappointingly slow. We do need to build another iron mine very, very soon. Yeah. Let's just see if we can drop this off for the moment. Wait, where's it coming from? I don't really have a plan, but if I stand here just for a second, it'll deal with itself. It's been dealt with! I take what I can. Alright, so. I mean, I could build in here, but I think that's just a bad idea. What are you doing? Stretch. Ow. My arms are not supposed to be that long. The day we learned as a group. That area in the middle is for more mall, I know, but I feel like that's just going to be for the extension of that. I want to leave that empty. Because this can never extend. I don't really want it to extend. But maybe that's the plan. Alternatively, we could build down here. That's not a bad design place. What if we extended this part out over to here? We could do it downwards here and build over here. That's not terrible. We'd probably build over that bauxite, but quite frankly, we probably need to start thinking about building more bauxite very soon. I'll rephrase that. I think we need to do that literally right now. Maybe we're gonna do some. No, I just want to get these things built that I need, you know? And I keep getting distracted by building everything else. And the answer to that is just stop being distracted, but, you know. Yeah, that works. Just say stop being distracted and that'll happen. It's probably how that works, right? Let's drop off. I mean, we need more mines. We know that. And quite frankly, the very least, let's get an iron mine going. So iron mine is probably best if we split from here, go to the right, and build another mine there. We're going to need more trains. We're going to need a lot more things. We need iron. We need bauxite. Let's get this sorted now. Do we have mines? Probably would, honestly. Or not a, I was about to say not a bad idea, but no, it's a terrible idea. What am I saying? You know, let's get rid of those beacons for now. Like, that's fine. We can grab more beacons another day. We're going to put those away because, quite frankly, I do not want to carry them around. I just want more inventory space right now. Yeah. So the plan with that is we're going to build outwards from here. The iron mines. Iron mines cannot be trusted. The iron mines have many crimes. Iron crimes, if you will. Okay. Now we will take that out. This will be good. This will be a good new build of iron. Almost believes it too. That's the best. That's the cutest part. He believes this will fix his problems. Should he call himself cute? No, that's weird, and he keeps doing it. Should he talk about himself in third person? Nope, also strange. But that's okay. So what I probably want to have is 2 more trains. Sort this out. A lot of mines, a lot of boxes. Just because I know this is going to be slowing down other productions. Oops. And then if we can just really delicately do something like this. Really delicately, of course. This has actually worked pretty well last time. So we're going to do it again. Because if at first it works, why would you not do it again? The only problem is I don't think we've actually picked up any mines, but once we've got the train tracks down, it should be alright. Okay, so we want to have enough room for some trains. It works. See if you've done it. You've uncovered the code. They always worry that you could have uncovered the code by mistake one day, but here you are, uncovering the code by mistake. Their worries were true and correct. So how big are these carriages? They are 1/4s. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll put it up there, and that'll allow 3 trains to chill here, which is an acceptable level of trainage. At least by my untrained eye. Untrained eye. Man, I wish I'd made that pun intentionally. That's not how anything goes into boxes. I don't know what I was thinking there. Yeah, we're gonna need more trains, absolutely. We can do a train limit of 3 here. We may have done that a little too early, but that's alright. We will build more trains in a moment, and it'll all be good. Actually, let's just turn that off for the moment. Train limit, 0. No trains. Turn that on in a moment. You need training for your train? I need training pants, clearly. That's the real problem. I've got my work pants on. These are not training pants. That's the mistake I've made. I've made a mistake with my pants, if you know what I mean. Ah, yes. Welcome back, my old friend of I wish I hadn't said that. It's good to see you again. Me and I wish I hadn't said that. We're good friends. We go way back. Alright. And we do need more trains as well. We knew that. Out of curiosity, what are the... What are they fuel? Oh. They fuel the drop-off station. Wait, how do they fuel? They don't fuel the pickup, they don't fuel the drop-off. Do these trains not fuel? That's probably not good. We'll figure that out in a moment. If I'm mistaken, 18 years. I suppose so. That do be how it work, I suppose. All right. I'm really concerned about this lack of fueling on these trains. Like, I assume that they are being powered by batteries, but I don't like the idea that they might just run out of batteries one day. So we're gonna go check that out real quick first. Because, oh, hang on, come back here, you rapscallion. There ever been a rapper called Rapscallion? Because that's a good name. Just putting it out there. They're using hydrogen. Oh. Oh. They're hydrogen-powered trains. Fascinating. And with that, you can go to your schedule, but you can't, because it's simply not allowed. Okay. And one more. This is kind of a fun way to do a train system. Yeah. Off you go. Alright. So that's the train sorted out. How many trains can this hold? Actually, is probably a good question. This is designed to hold 2 trains at a time. I'm going to allow a 3rd train. Some would say that's madness. And I would tend to agree. You know what they say about madness? There's a thin line between madness and madness. Me, I got the madness. Alright. I've gotten stuck on a rock. It happens. Don't worry. Don't judge. Okay. Good. Now we just need to get the iron done up. And we are going to separate them by 1. Because it would be rude not to. And I don't want to be called rude. Okay, and then we... Yep. Put them out by 1. There we go. I don't think we've got enough miners right now, but that's okay. We can get more. We don't have near enough miners. That's okay. Do not fret, my friends. And with that, we should have everything we need. You know, aside from the iron itself, but that's okay. That's next. What we do is we put them all out to here. Oh, you know what? We let them have going quite out as far as I needed to. Okay. And then what we're going to do is 3 boxes on each side. No proper blueprint? You know what? I don't have a blueprint. You'd think I would have, but I haven't done that. I mean, why would you think I've done that? I should have, I won't lie, but I hadn't considered it. And then tile it everything. Yeah. No, I haven't done that yet. We'll get there though. And so that's going to go into 6. Okay, so if we go like that, like that. And that'll probably work, who knows. You can snap blueprints to the global grid. Yeah, I know. I am aware. This won't be full, by the way, we know that. But it's fine. Hello. Congratulations. I like how you came and specifically tell me you finished your Coke. Well done. I did appreciate it, thank you. After you ran back to get it. We're out at a restaurant and Panda ordered a Coke, but she couldn't finish it. And then, like, as we were leaving, she just turns back inside and just sprints back in. I'm like, what the? She's like, I forgot my Coke! I was like, oh gosh. She's got it now, so everyone calm down. The emergency has passed. Okay. Pandra's addicted to Coke. How the greats have fallen. The mighty, one would say. I don't think she's addicted to it. She just enjoys it. You know, she can quit anytime she likes. Damn it. Whatever. I have heard about this. Thank you, Selburn. Thank you so much. Could be cocaine. Yeah, exactly. It could be. I have heard about this mod. I don't know about it. I don't feel good about it. I feel I would lose my charm. I know. Ah, no. Okay. Here comes some degree of iron. Not much, but at least it's something. And with these filling up, that'll be very, very good. It'll take a little bit of time, and we've got to go get some more mines. That's really the big problem. And then what we're probably going to do is a balancer in the middle there, but that's okay. We can do that too. What did I just crash into? Oh, everything. I see. My old friend crashing into everything. Oh, God. Wow. I've embedded myself into that. Mining drills. Mines is something else. You miners? Yeah, that's a different joke that we're not going to go with. How do I feel about new belt icons? I hate them. I don't like them. They make me uncomfortable. No, I don't like them. I don't like these new icons. No. They make me feel uncomfortable in a way that I haven't felt since, you know, many years ago. I was going to go with another joke there. I thought, no, let's not. That's weird and creepy. I don't like it. They make me feel uncomfortable. I like the old ones. They're more HD than the under... Oh, seriously, did I just crash into the same thing? How do I do that? Like, how? How do I achieve such greatness in my life? The great old ones, exactly, you know. You've got your Cthulhu, you got your Yogg. I always forget, is it Yogg Sothoth, that's right. You got your, you know, the King in Yellow. You've got your Shub. I'm not going to say the rest of the name, it makes you sound racist. I did know that. Okay, now we've got a... Oh god, no. None of that, please. There's my belt balancer. Fix that belt. What belt? What belt's broken? I actually do not know which belt you're talking about. Like, I'm not even being cute right now. I don't know which belt you're talking about. Belt did I break? Just above me. What? Hmm. I don't see a broken belt. The belts are all working. It's not broken, it's just the wrong direction. Oh! Haha! I see it. I see it. Get there eventually, right? Okay, this should result in better loading and unloading, and should result in a lot more iron. Can I check on the station where I got stuck with the... Oh! There's usually nothing in the trunk. I see what... I understand what you're saying now. There shouldn't be anything there. It was the missile station. I don't think I would have poisoned anything. I understand what you mean now, though. Where is the missiles being built? Around here somewhere. Can I pull out fuel? Shouldn't be able to. The real question is, can I find it again? I crashed into it twice, and now I don't know where it is. Probably fine. I think it's okay. And if it's not, we'll find out eventually, and we'll be like, how did this happen? Exactly. Exactly. At some point, we'll figure it out and be like, oh, shit. And you know, what a miraculous day that'll be. Think of the cheering from the crowds. Let's pull all that away. Oh, actually, maybe not all of it. Oh, it could have stayed. But this is the end of the bauxite after this. Which is not really a big deal, because then we can just make more bauxite. And quite frankly, I kind of want this to run out before I go too far into the next mine, because it's going to become the drop-off station for the next place. So it's still 841,000 to go, but it's not as much as there used to be, you know? down here, get rid of the bauxite. Alright. Oh wait, there's actually a couple more spaces there. There you go. Might as well mine that as well. Okay. That'll do the job for now. We will need to consider building a new mine out this way very soon. But I'm not going to do that right now. I cannot be bothered. Okay. It is time to actually start constructing these underground pipes. Because iron should be a new level of good. And it does appear like it's doing okay. No, never mind. It's, all the trains are ah, no! The jam display. Well, 16 minutes. Don't give me that shit. The jam display is required. Jam display has to be displayed when the jam happens. One, to remind me that there's jam. And two, to be a mark of my shame. Gone wrong here. Oh, I see. Okay. Can you proceed now, please? The father, let me go. I require jam. Okay. If I've been given the raspberry, only one man would give me the raspberry. Lone Star. Damn, you'd have more space between tracks now next game. Yeah, I probably should, eh? It probably would help. We could do all sorts of amazing things with more tracks. Yeah, we should do that. Oh look, the next iron came in before it ran out. Unjammed? Yeah. Spaceballs is a good film, right? I really liked Spaceballs. Very silly. I mean, saying that you like Spaceballs is like, yeah, that's not really news. Like, Spaceballs is a good film. Fluids is a different problem altogether, yeah. But at least the iron is coming through, which is really good. What does consistent iron look like in this place? I don't know, I've got to look at the right place. That's the sort of code an idiot would use for their luggage. You watched Spaceballs before you saw Star Wars? Half dog, half man. He's his own best friend. Yes. I gotta watch Spaceballs again sometime. It's such a good film. I mean, is this such a great film? I don't know. I enjoyed it thoroughly, but I don't know if it's great. It's a classic, though. I'll give it that. It is such a great film. All right then. I always really liked Robin Hood Men in Tights. That's a good one. You know, the guy that was in Princess Bride, which I didn't see him in Princess Bride. I saw Robin Hood Men in Tights before I saw Princess Bride. Oh, and I had the guy that was in Police Academy doing that Comb the Desert bit with the guy with the sound effects. You know, and he's like talking about the radar earlier on. It's like the beeps and the boops are gone. The what? You got the sweeps, and he's just doing all the sounds. Like, how was that guy's like career just to make sound effects? Like, what a yeah, what a What a dream job that guy had. Just make sounds with his mouth. Congratulations, you are a Hollywood man now. I actually really want to go back and watch like the Police Academy films as well. Like I'm sure those didn't hold up. Like there's no way in hell the Police Academy films held up. Like I imagine they're misogynistic to all hell. But at the same time, still kind of want to watch them. Like every now and then, just the like music of Police Academy just comes into my head. You know, I like the doodly doody doo, but I always like a little, you know, doodly doody doo. How can you not like a doodly doody doo? Google the guy that did the sounds with his mouth. Police Academy was great. Yeah, I don't know if it's still great though. I remember I was really disappointed with the last one. Like the last one was like they tried to be drama. I don't know if it was, or maybe they were just trying to be like too serious. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't get the jokes, but I remember watching the last one, like Mission to Moscow, and just being like, I don't get. This isn't funny. It was. It just felt like it wasn't slapstick, which is what Police Academy kind of was. I mean, if he came with some like anime voice actress, then you know that'd be different. But I can't imagine that by the name of Michael Winslow being an anime voice actress. It'd be a very unusual name for an anime voice actress. Not that I'm judging. Okay, we need a crow's foot. Speaking of anime, did I watch the Cyberpunk anime? No, I haven't watched it. I had a friend that told me it was very good though. I just haven't checked it out. I didn't know if I was going to. Like, I didn't play Cyberpunk. Oh, we've got to hydrate. Okay, well, next one we're going to have to go and refill. I didn't play the new Cyberpunk game, but maybe I've heard it's pretty good now, actually, though. So, I bet the patches have really cleared it up. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just what I've heard. By people who I respect their opinion. So, I guess it's probably good now. I don't know. It's really, supposedly really good, the anime. Yeah, I know, I've heard that, but I haven't watched it. I haven't gotten around to it. I don't really get around to watching anime very often, not as much as I'd like. I intend to, and then I just don't do it. Okay, so we're just going to build this out. The game got scammed. How did it get scammed? No? I mean, I heard the game was bad, but I didn't hear anything about a game being scammed. Oh, really? What, did they just say, oh yeah, game great now? All bugs fixed. Good for release. People don't just appear in closets. No, I haven't heard this at all. Other way around. I respect other people's opinions. It's just that they're wrong. Oof. They ain't putting their best QA testers and instead putting... Oh gosh, I did hear something about something like that. But even so, yeah, no, that game did not have a good release. Which, you know, was kind of crazy because people were so excited for it. Although now that I'm hearing it's, you know, vastly improved, maybe I should check it out. Maybe when it goes on sale. Then again, Bethesda games. Oh no. That's what happens when you have a quota. People cheat the quota. Oh, that's rough. Wait, no, it's not Bethesda. Why did I think it was Bethesda? What am I thinking of? It was CD Projekt Red. You could... What the hell was the Bethesda game I was thinking of? Not Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76, was it? I think, you know what? I think I was thinking Fallout 76 and saying Bethesda, because let's be honest, Bethesda didn't do particularly well in Fallout 76. It's currently on sale. Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, I am looking for a game to play at the moment. I didn't finish Phoenix Point. I played a lot of Phoenix Point and I was gonna finish it, and then I got to like the last mission and I was like, you know what? If this game to all hell and back. But I was like, I'm gonna finish Phoenix Point. And I got so close, and then there was just infinite respawning enemies, and I'm like, I'm not having fun anymore. And I spent half a day, like no joke, half a day trying to beat the last mission. And instead I just went, you know what? I'm not having fun. I'm gonna just stop. That's rough. I mean, games industry being the like absolute huge, absolute freaking unit that it is now, like that sort of thing is crazy that it even happens. Why are we not grabbing all of these? Like, what are you doing, guys? Can you grab more of these, please? Like, can we just stop dicking about? I don't want to say rude words to you, but I do want you to stop dicking about. Can you please stop dicking about? Thank you. Eventually it is CDP, yeah, I guess. Oh, I've got no lights because my power ran out. Don't say it. There we go. My power ran out because I had all my drones doing stuff. It's fine now. It's back on. All my drones were busy and my power got turned off. That's alright. We're good. We're good now. Okay. So what we need is more rails. Get that out of the way. We're going to need electrolyzers. What sort of electrolyzers? Good question. Priorities. Okay. Fallout 76 didn't improve, did it? Not really. In fact, didn't Fallout 76 just kind of get worse? It's interesting how some games just like absolutely crap themselves and then just refuse to get better. It's sad, you know, because people spend a lot of their time and a lot of their lives making something I believe they genuinely want people to enjoy. Because like if you made something, you want people to go, man, I love this product you made. No Man's Sky got better and better. That is true. That is true. Really should give No Man's Sky another go now. Like I gave it a go when it was already good, but it got better. So I've been meaning to give No Man's Sky another go, but it hasn't happened yet. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I intend to look at that at some point. But I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'm not really a creative person when it comes to like building games, so maybe I won't. Who knows? I don't. Should I know? Probably. Let's ditch some stuff that we don't really need. Crap boxing. Do we need more train stops? Probably. Yeah, I suppose we do, actually. Okay. Ah, priority electrolyzers. Yes, we need those too. I mean, No Man's Sky, I just feel really bad for what happened to those guys. Like, they didn't do that badly, but the game came out and people were just... You know, if you're expecting like a... I want to say $100 game or $120 game, but sorry, I'm using New Zealand price standards here, but if you're expecting like a full price AAA game, that game was never going to be that. At least not on launch, at least not with the sort of quality that people wanted. And they got absolutely thrown under the bus there, and I feel kind of bad about it. You know, because they did their best. They were not a team ready for that sort of limelight. We just need more of everything. That is true. That is true. So I feel sorry for the Hello Games team. Like, they did the best they could, and gamers TM, if you will, shit sometimes. Not always. Sometimes. Well, gamers TM are always shit, let's be honest. People who play games, not necessarily, but gamers TM, absolutely. Ah! I will race you, train. Oh, I've got the hiccups. This is annoying. I need a spider. I'm a while away from a spider. And even if I do get a spider, I don't like spiders. And I'm not making a joke on, like, not actually physically liking spiders. I don't like riding around in them. I find them clunky. I mean, they're cool in concept, but I just don't like using them. I feel like everyone's got a trick, but I don't think the tricks are ever that useful. Everyone's got a trick on how to deal with hiccups, but I find like every trick that I try, I'm like, oh, this is just as useful as the last one I tried. I'm not saying the tricks are lies or anything, I just find they don't work for me. If anyone's worked for you? Well, that's good. I'm glad you got something. We're going to need more inserters. Thankfully, we have a train that has those. Getting scared doesn't work for you. Maybe you just got to be truly spooked. Like see an actual ghost, and you'll be like, ah, actual ghost. Really sounds scared there. Oh no, not an actual ghost. Ah. That's the best acting you get from me today. Asking the big questions today, aren't we? There we go. No path? Well, maybe we should have a path. You ever consider that? Wait, how do you not leave? Oh. Oh, oh no. I see. We had an octopath. Well, we some sort of traveler? Square Enix is so bad with RPG names. I mean, yeah, they really are. I mean, what was the last one? Triangle Strategy? Various Day Life? And let's not even get started on like the Kingdom Hearts names. Like those are just straight off the wall bullshit crazy names. Okay. Titanium sheet. Okay, let's just get things sorted now. Various Day Life. I mean, they did recently re-release Live Alive, which I don't know. Is that a bad name? I think it is. I like Live Alive though. I didn't buy it for the Switch. I played like an emulated version. Live Alive was a good game. I liked Live Alive. I mean, I played an emulated. Yeah. Oh wait, who makes the to do the games with the robots? Nia. Is that Square as well? Because man, one of those games had a ridiculous name. It was just like, yes, you must remember this name because it is a version number and it is very long and stupid. Published by Square Enix? Oh, of course it was. You know, always trust on Square Enix to have a stupid name for a game. Wait. That's the one. What a name. Carbon Composite. Okay, hang on. Where's... Okay, Square Enix. Yeah, just stop making names, please. You're not good at it. Like, outsource games... Like, outsource companies for you to name your games. Please? We care about you, Square Enix. Well... Near an A tomato. What? Oh, near automata. I never heard that joke. I like it. Yeah, we do not... Are we still making graphene? Oh god, are we still making graphene? Who knows? We're not. Ran out of graphite. What? Destination full? What? How's destination full? Oh my goodness. I've played a little bit of Nier Automata. I didn't play a lot of it. I played it, there was a big fight, I fought the fight, I was on a space station, and then there was like walking around, and I didn't know where to go, and then I was done. I was like, you know what, I'll play it some more later, and then I didn't. That was my history of Nier Automata. I probably only played it for like an hour. I got gifted it by a friend, and yeah, I just didn't get into it. Like the friend was done with the game, and they're like, "Here, see if you can have it." I loved it, and I was like, "Okay." And then it took me like 6 months to pick it up, and then I just played it for an hour. I mean, and it's one of those games that I keep looking at every now and then and go, I really should try that again. Like, give it another go, you know? But then I didn't, because I'm a bad friend. Wait a second. Why are you going that way, sirs? Thou should be going the other way, you foolish knave. So there's a lot of reasons we haven't made as much of graphene as I would have liked. That being one of them. That's alright. More graphene coming, right? I'm probably not a bad friend. Maybe. I mean, no, probably not, but I would have liked to enjoy that game because I had a lot of people telling me it was really great. Woo! Hello, train. How you doing? I'm just saying I was a bad friend because I didn't enjoy the game they wanted me to enjoy. Right side looks like it's not working as well. Really? No, the right side's working fine. It's because I flipped it and gyrated it. When I flipped it and gyrated it, it meant the belts were going the wrong way. I didn't think about that at the time. For those who don't know why I say gyrate it, it's because, you know, the R stands for rotate, F stands for flip, and G is a different type of flip, so that's going to be gyrate. Why is it not producing anything? Because each one of these only produces something every minute. Oh, maybe every 30 seconds. They just take a long time to output. They're producing. They're just slow. They're just slow. That's by design, if you believe it. They don't animate. Yeah, I guess not. I mean, it's not a Factorio thing, so it's up to the mod, I guess, if they animate. How are we going with chlorine? Fine. How are we going with titanium tetra chump chomp? We've run out. Okay. My titanium tetra chomp chomp has run out. That's both good and bad. Ah. Okay. So that's my graphene. Good, good, good. Now we need to bring in my pipes. How many times am I going to hit things on my car? Weston, next time it's nighttime, I don't know what time it is right now, I want you to look into the sky. Okay? And if you can see the stars, I want you to count the number of stars. That's how many times I'm going to run into things on my car. I got some big plans for that car. Let me just tell you. Sounds good? Okay. I'm glad you understand. Pipe 1B drop. Pipe 2B drop. We also need to... I thought we had to limit that, but I guess not. Oh, 2s we don't need to limit. 3s we need to limit. Pipe 3B drop. So we've got 2, 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? That almost looks like it doesn't have a way to output. Alright, you take care. Thanks for coming by, though. What have I done? Classic question from me. What have I done? I've turned off. Perhaps, if it was connected to things. Then we can make reinforced concrete boxes, and then we are kind of done making these. We've still got to make the rest of it. Okay, that's one. Now this one's going to be a little bit of a tricky boy. You're going to connect in like that. And we're going to do that. Two. What pack is this? This is Nullius. Okay, so that gets pipe 1, 2, 3, titanium sheet, carbon composite, and graphene. So Nullius is a prequel to Factorio, where you have to seed the planet with life. Eventually. I don't know when that's happening. I've lost all track of whatever's going on in my life. But eventually I'm going to do it. I don't know when, but eventually. Isn't that just the exciting thing, knowing that one day I might achieve things? One day the mouse might reach the cheese, and that fills me with determination. Give your own life to seed the planet with life. Well, trick question. I'm an android, can't give life. Oh, bloody hell. They're threes. Threes don't work like that. Threes, I will copy that design. Because that design is far better than anything else I'll be doing right now. I've made the classic mistake of connecting everything. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I suppose that's true too. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stopped it? Good. Thank you. Alright, then if you're going to be like that, we'll do one more, shall we? Okay, so that should make pipe 4s. Which... I'm copying this inefficient design. What do you mean? It's very good. It's a very good design. That's for that. And have half the number of undergrounds. Oh, well, that's fine. If that's the problem, then that's okay. I thought we actually had a serious problem. I mean, it's still not great that we could be doing better, but hey, take what we get, right? I think what we're going to do here is build pipes and the inserter 4s, and then we can do another one which just does the splitters and such. And then life will be grand. Grande, as they say. Pipe 4s absolutely need to go in a box. Designing with 2 buildings is generally better, usually better than designing for just one. What do you mean? I have designed for 2. You want on each side, or? Pipe for... Oh. Okay. We're also going to change this. This is going to be an input. Designed in a way that you copy one building 2 times instead of 2 buildings X times. Oh. I guess. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, I did. You're right. I did design it that way. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, next time we'll redesign it that way. Okay. Yeah, I understand. I'll do it that way properly. Hey, what are you doing here? Get out of here. No. Go. Yeah. Friggin' hell. I should have seen it coming, honestly. Because I copied the design. That's on me. You know, it's like a cat going for your pasta. You're like, wait, what are you doing here? Stop eating my pasta. Classic cats, right? Always eating your pasta. Okay. I put it past him. Alright, so... Hang on. Might be a bit strange we're just not making any anymore. What happened? We stopped one day, huh? We ran out of lubricant? Ran out of lubricant. Really? You know what? I'll worry about that later. One thing at a time. OD40 is not a lubricant? No, I did not know this. Is it not? So what you're saying is... It is a lubricant. I'm joking. Like, obviously I know that's not what... None of that is true. Fortieth formula for the water displacement fluid. Oh. Against WD, I suppose. And to remove water from some rocket stuff. Yeah. I suppose rocket stuff being rockets. Parts of rockets. I mean, not all the rocket. I guess that makes sense. Okay. And then if we connect that into there, we're good. And now you can use it in your very own home to protect your own rockets from corrosion. Okay. We are good now, I believe. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about the lack of lubricant. We have made some more pipes though, and that's going to be really good. We're going to stop using pipe 3s once these are all sorted. But I thought we had plenty of lubricant. What's going on? What's the situation? Not enough of this. What is that? Ethanol. Oh, really? Well, do a manual drop and it should be fine. What you want? Is it time? 6 days, 9 hours, 14 minutes, and 14 seconds. Too long is the real answer. Okay. What next? This stuff, I suppose. Then we build my inserters. So did you get eggs? You buy 2 packs. Then you'd have 12 eggs, which is 2 secret eggs for Veldak. Who doesn't like secret eggs? Exactly. Secret eggs. You could hide them in your house and be like, oh, what's that? Is it a secret egg for Veldak? And then you pop it in your mouth. And you go, I've got a secret egg. And if anyone lives near you, they'll be like, oh no, he's lost his goddamn mind again. Get the broom. Get the broom. He's lost his mind. Get the broom. And they swat you away like some sort of weird cat. Carbon composite we already have. Motor 3, okay. And then finally, we want filter inserter 2s, which not really a surprise because... Wait. 3s, sorry. There. Okay, so that should be everything we need for... Actually, do we have carbon composite? We do. Okay. That is the carbon composite, not the graphite, right? Yes. Or graphene. Call it the correct name, please. Deserve some respect. I think we can do it this way. All right. New technologies. I'm very excited about the new technology. I'm breaking into song for no gosh darn reason. How long will these take to make? 30 seconds? Yeah. I just realized we also need to do the... These are used for a few things, right? Not. Well, let's double it. Okay, and filter inserter 4s. These are the final filter inserters. Now, I wasn't going to put these on a train, but quite frankly, I do actually want to be able to use them for myself. So the train is going to be more of a resupply me sort of situation. And now we're running out of trains, and the heavy oil is a good one. I still liked my oil rocket called the Lightbringer. I liked that one a lot. Serta or B pick, and quite frankly, I don't anticipate there to ever be a drop for this. This is for me. In fact, if that's for me... Fraser, does it look like I'm playing Magic right now? Unless you got a question about Magic, which I'd be happy to answer. But Fraser, what you doing? I'd be happy to explain Magic. What would you like me to explain about Magic the Gathering that is happening right now? Is this a red build? Very much so, because there is chaos. Magically, everything seems to be jammed. That's not magical, that's standard. Not to be confused by Magic Standard, which is, you know, an actual thing. Everyone loves Magical Trevor because the tricks that he does are ever so clever. Look at him now, disappearing a cow. Where is that cow? Gone to right now. I don't know any more of the words of that song, but I'm still pretty impressed that I've gone as well as I did. It's not even Magic, that. That's Pokemon. I wish that was Pokemon. Pokemon needs more trap cards. I'd say that I've played a lot of Pokemon. I downloaded the new version, like the new Pokemon game that they're making, because I was like, "Ooh, I want to play this," and then I played it for like one game, and then I was like, I can't be bothered anymore. Like that was how long my playing of Pokemon went. I tried. I didn't try very hard. Pokemon AAA. You don't like Pokemon? That's fair. The thing I don't like about Pokemon is Pokemon. I don't like the mainline games, but everything else about Pokemon, I'm quite a big fan. Yeah, no, the mainline games are really bad in my mind. Really bad is probably a little bit much. Sorry, just a moment. I should have muted before I coughed. I honestly, I was muting so I could blow my nose, and then I coughed, and I was like, oh wait, hang on, that was the wrong order. Um, Pokemon games have zero budget and make millions. That is true, they do, but that's because Pokemon games are made for children. It just happens to be there's a very large nostalgic fan base of adults who play it. I think there are actually some really good Pokemon games out there. There are actually some really fun ones, but none of them are the main series RPGs. Yeah. Pokemon is really great as like a child's first JRPG. Like, it has everything you sort of want in a JRPG for a child. However, this may be a surprise to many people, but I'm not a child. Real Pokemon game. You know, like Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Red and Blue, Pokemon Gold and Silver, all those ones. That's your standard Pokemon game, right? Um, and I mean they're fine, but that's your mainline Pokemons, and they're fine. They're fine games. Like I got nothing against them. It's just I don't. Is SeiferKatt? Oh, that's a question she's going to enjoy later. Thanks for that, Veldak. Really appreciate you on that one. I'm kidding mostly. RPG Pokemon game. What do you mean? Pokemon's an RPG. Play Shin Megami Tensei and play Pokemon and tell me they're not essentially the same game except one involves devil summoning. You know, and let's be honest, if Shin Megami Tensei had like a gym system, I would be all over that. Oh, real Pokemon game, RPG. Gosh darn it. Top 10 jokes. Yeah, well done. Well done. Well done. Yep. Sometimes I regret putting the sound effects in, and sometimes they're just used so perfectly, and I'm like, yeah, this was worth it. Gosh. Okay, what are we trying to achieve today? We need more trains, we do, and we need more batteries as well, actually. I'm never going to fix the rails. The rails are perfect. They're beautiful the way they are. Oh, Veldek, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Fraser. Fraser, enjoy. The rails are perfect as they are. Just like you are. Just like you all are. You're perfect the way you are. Ah, goodness gracious me. Because to fix those rails actually means, like, moving a bunch of stuff I don't actually care about anymore. I could fix the rails. But then again, now I've made a big thing about how the rails are perfect the way they are. Now it'd be like saying you're not perfect the way you are. Which you are. Why am I here? Why are any of us truly here? I want batteries. That's backwards. There are some batteries available. Good. No, there are no batteries available. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. Okay. Solvents is apparently an issue now, but that's okay. I'll deal with that problem later. I need a no-clip mod for the car. Shh. I get enough harassment about the car as it is. What I need is a mod that allows me to drive better and less shit. Timing was pretty good on that, actually. Double used shit. I'm not sure I want to use that phrase ever again. Yeah, I'll solve that issue later. Oh, goodness. Alright, so... this... I wonder if it's worth building another spoke. I could build another spoke and then do all these things here, because we've got the sheets here, we've got the carbon composite, we've got the motors, need to get the transformers in. I mean, it's probably just as easy just to get rid of this here and then just build another spoke of the crow's foot. AKA turn the station into a real Yatagarasu. Except, you know, I guess the crow's foot is already a 3-footed crow, so never mind. Doesn't really work that way. The difference is we're going to stick it out a little bit further. I think it's a mistake we've made in the past that we didn't stick it out further. Scares you? Why, are you afraid of good design? Strange. I thought Factorio players loved good design. Okay. These stations really shouldn't have a huge amount of throughput of like trains coming in and out. Oh goodness gracious, that is so much. I mean, I would criticize your use of like the way you're doing things, but I don't think I'm allowed to criticize given where I am right now. So those people who buy a 55-gallon drum of lube. I mean, yeah. You know? Why? Why do you need that much? I need to get out of a sticky situation, or into a sticky situation. Eh? 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 I'm proud of myself. Okay, we are running out of things. That's alright. Can we at least finish the rails? That's the real question. Right. That makes sense. I don't think I have either, but I think when you're mega basing, you might need to. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, if you're mega basing and moving like a lot of iron and copper around, then maybe you would need a bigger train. But I don't know. I'm not trusted to carry that much stuff. I was told by the local authorities that it was illegal, and I trusted them. Because why would they lie to me? Yeah, we are almost done. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I know a thing or two about train congestion. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. Did it. Oh, we have no light. Hey, we're back. Okay, we need to drop off some of this. That one always does it. As they damn well should. How are we going with aluminium? It's probably even closer to running out. I want to. Oh, I know people that would make that, that would be very upset with that. Oh, that's horrible. I love it though. Yes. Oh, that's so bad. I mean, I swear to gosh, if it doesn't moan when you turn it on, they've made a mistake. Or either moan or like make some sort of like high-pitched moe sound. You know, either go dodgy or go moe. One or the other. Don't do both. You can't do both. It's not legal to do both. Oh, that's good. Like iron is doing well these days, which is pleasing. Is this mine almost done? Still got 116,000. I mean, it might as well be done. Mine as well been done. Hey Mojo, how you doing? What do you call a bird with a law degree? I don't know. What you got? Illegal. Oh! Oh, yeah, okay. Good. It's a good one. Oh. 3 pictures of your lubricant build. Usually a weird thing to say. Hey, Mikkel. Where are we going now? So we've built all this. We needed more... Ooh, a cat. Yeah. There's usually a cat around here. Exactly. More faster? Absolutely. Oh, Veldak, thank you for another gift sub. Mikkel, enjoy. Enjoy the long cat. Oh, gotta don the mask. You know what? It's been a while since I've donned the mask. With West not coming around as much, not as much donning the mask going on. But there we go. The mask has been donned. For those who have not seen the mask, this is the mask. I regret putting that thing up, but at the same time, I can never take it down. I imagine just like Damsel and her owl. An owl! Base is making progress on its own, really. There was no reason to crash into that. Hey, Dagu, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Oh, oh, God. Good. It's good. Thank you for that. That's a good joke. Part of me is wondering if DNA can actually be backwards now, but I think the answer is no. I don't think it works that way. But I don't really know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not somewhat of a scientist myself. Uh... And? Oh, it just slaps you. Serious, damn it. You're only going to live for the next 3 months. Oh. Okay. Does that make sense? We need to... Oh, this is going to be the last time we need to do this. Oh, good. That. Copy that. Put that there. Good. Okay. And with that, we should be good to build the legendary splitters. My goodness. Thought this day would never come. But here we are. Oh, hi. I'm wearing a cat mask. Did I show what? I had to. You can't do what the shirt if you don't show off the shirt. I had to show that too. Oh, don't worry, they got to see a little underneath. That's weird. I'm sorry I said that aloud. Can I ask a favor? Please. I couldn't see it, my mask wouldn't let me. Oh man, do you know how many questions we've got now? This is an important thing. Did they see all 3 nipples? Absolutely, that's the way that... we've got a lot of questions. Would you like to guess how many questions? 15? We have 28 questions. I don't know. We've got to try. She is shocked. She is shooken. That's alright. This might be the whole stream just going through questions for Panda. Who knows? It probably won't be. I think we'll only go for like an hour and see what happens after that. But anyway. Never mind, there's a new one. I don't know if I'm gonna have an answer for that one, but I'll certainly ask it. She's not really a head for numbers. Words she loves. Like her Wordle, she's amazing at Wordle. Her work people were like, "Oh, I'm pretty good at Wordle myself," and Panda was like, "Oh yeah, what's your best score?" And they said like this, and she was like, "Oh, so you're a bit shit at the game, are you?" And then she didn't actually say that. She's nicer than that. But then she revealed what her actual score was, and they were just like, "Holy shit!" So yeah, Panda's really good at Wordle. I might need some homework. She doesn't get the questions until before I ask them. Because otherwise we have a discussion about it and then no one else gets to hear it. We made that mistake on one of the questions earlier. Panda the mod should play words on stream with us. I don't like words on stream. I'm really bad at word games, and they make me feel very anxious. If it's less than 3, isn't it statistically just luck? Okay, I'll rephrase that. Her streak was very good. When she comes back, like she's never lost. Like 0% losses. When she comes back, she recently lost her streak because she forgot to play that day, and she was pretty sad about that. When she comes back, I'll ask her what her score was. I guess arrested for streaking. Nah, the Wordle police are okay with that. What was your streak before it got lost in Wordle? 244? 244. So, yeah. 100% win rate. She has not lost one. Thank you. Yeah. So she's very, very proud of her Wordle scores. And movie deals, sorry. Yeah, you haven't missed one of those, have you? Like, I can't beat her in a word game. I'm not even going to try. That's not true, I'll try, but I won't win. Oh, yeah, you know what? I did think you were cheating, that's true. Okay, I need to explain that rather than just saying I did say you think you were cheating. So when we started dating, me and Panda, we were playing Words with Friends, because she said she liked word games. I was like, okay, I'll play word games. And she was just having these words that were just ridiculous, and I'm like, she's got to be cheating. She was not. She's just naturally good at word games. It's when I like watched her like in real life play, I'm like, oh shit, no, she's real good. That's the problem. I'm just bad compared to her. She's just like, you know, just a clearly better person than me in every way. That's the issue I had. Hey, Andy. So, you know, when she's better than me in every way, I mean, how am I supposed to challenge such brilliance, such elegance, such majesty? You can't. You just have to lie down and wait to die. Panda does read a lot. That is true. But I still say that my answer is still lie down, wait to die. That or try not to cry a lot. Why use many word when few word do trick? That's a good question. I've always wondered that myself. That and Bruno Mars is gay, but that's for a different reason. Kinda hates when I bring up that meme. Energy Science 1 data cards done and done. Hey! Get your data cards going, boy! Okay. What are the new toys you're going to get with that? You can take the man out of the spaghetti, but you can't take the spaghetti out of the man. I mean, I suppose you can take the spaghetti out of the man, and I suppose you can take the man out of the spaghetti. My point is, don't touch my spaghetti. I'll fight you. But you know what? The trains haven't been jammed for a while. Let's turn that off. Does that make me a meatball? Perhaps. Better to be a meatball than a space ball. That's what I always say. Superchargers, pylon substations, and construction pylons. Nice. All useful things. Better meatball than blue ball. That is also true, I suppose. Yeah, I can't really deny that one. Then finally, we're gonna do flipperoonies. Okay, and we've made the classic mistake. Means we're gonna have to remove this, which is gonna make it sad. It'll live. Now we're gonna try something new. We're gonna try. Oh no! Is this another soul burn method? Soul burn, was it you suggesting to do this properly? Oh, we're about to get to the soul burn method 3. I just realized. Proper build, the soul burn method 3. Goodness. They always theorize it'll be possible. If we do it like that, go like that, that's fine. Belt weaving full scene, no. Belt weaving is a crime. We do. My brain. No. That's not gonna work, is it? I'm not belt weaving. Wait. Okay. So that goes like that. So that. That makes sense. No, I don't like belt weaving. I'm never gonna do belt weaving. It's just not who I am as a person. No, I am also the hater. I am also the hater. I can't dab on myself. That's a crime. I can't go self-dabbing. Wait. No. Those are too close. They need to be here. Is that right? Self-dabbing on C. Exactly. We don't. This is a family-friendly stream, damn it. Maybe not family-friendly, but close enough. Oh yeah, it's gotta be that side, right? Right. Take the top half. Okay. One down. See, this is the thing. I was going just fine before, and now it's all gone wrong. Tried to get too clever for ourselves, and this is what happens. Oh, wait, that is right, that is right. they don't mesh? I guess they mesh if you do that. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay, I see it. I see it. The wisdom of the ancients is mine to command. Okay, we need some medium assemblers. Medium assembler 2s if possible. Which is possible. He's done it. He is a better person. The Soulburn Method 3. We never thought the day would come, but here it is. No, I'm paraphrasing the Master of Orion 2 opening. You do it differently? Well, this is the best you get. Look, I'm sure you do it better, but this is the best you get with me, okay? Oh, yes. That does work, right? Yeah, both sides are building. Okay, so now the underground pelts. Some of both sides building. The problem with that is I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough belt 3s. It's doing its best. Green belt. Can the base handle this new underground belts? Like a rabbit or a mole. Can the base handle this new power? Fraser, I think the answer is no! Absolutely not. Base can hardly handle the power I've got. Thank you very much for the follow, Dagger. Dagger? How's power? Power's okay. Crunch, yeah. I'm trying not to crunch directly into the microphone, but it doesn't help sometimes. I didn't even try to avoid that train. Okay. So you need to actually be connected properly. Check equals 2. And that should be turned off now. It is still on. Because that is also not set up properly. Now it is off. If spaghetti's not working, I could be a mukbang streamer with rice crackers. I don't think so. I've seen the amount of food those people eat, and that is distressing. No, I will say never. This is primarily a game stream. I'm not going to start doing eating challenges. I know how much I can eat, and I can't eat that much. Okay. Next up, we want to get the underground pipes and the underground belts. Okay, we need to bring in the underground belts then, don't we? That's logical sense. Oh yeah, that's right. Eating is a game. Will you vomit or will you not? I mean, it's not a tough game to figure out what's going to happen. The answer's going to be absolutely yeah. You know why it needs underground pipes to the underground belts? Past the loop. Sure. Makes sense. Can we turn this around real quick? And where's the underground pipe going to? There. Have the devs ever come into this channel? I don't know. If they have, they've never made it clear to me. Which is fine. Like, it'd be cool if they did, but at the same time, I totally don't judge them for not. I just want... Look, my main goal is when the DLC starts being announced and they want people to, like, show it off early, if I was one of those people, I'd be super excited. That's my goal. That's my dream goal for this game. Nope, they don't need a fluid. Is that reasonable to think that could happen? Not really. But, you know, pie in the sky dreams, right? That's alright. As I said, I don't anticipate that to be a thing, but if it was, I'll take it. What am I missing? Oh, the belts, of course. I mean, I really should try and, like, get sponsored streams at some point, but I haven't tried. Yeah, I honestly think that I should try that at some point, like, because I think maybe there's some chance that someone would be like, actually, yeah, because there's some other games that I really thought I should maybe do that with, and I'm kind of shy. I don't want to be rejected, but at the same time, you'll never be accepted if you never try. But yeah, not a big deal though. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. It doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's another part of it, but at the same time, like, you know, recognition is still kind of fun, right? And when you want to be recognized by Factorio Dev Son, would you not like Senpai to notice you? Of course you would. Everyone wants Senpai to notice them. The basic rule of Senpais, to be noticed, or to notice people. Split of threes, okay. Base, it is an uwu base. Well done. Well done. That's on me. I was saying Senpai noticed me. That's 100% my fault. Yeah, of course, I don't stream for a career thing. Of course not. It is purely for fun, and I still, you know, still have aspirations. Maybe one day someone will be like, with a game that you like, be like, hey kid, you're looking swell. Would you like to try this new video game? My goodness, sir. Gee Willikers, absolutely. That's great, kid. Just come over here and sign this NDA. Wow, this is great. And, don't say anything. That's what the NDA is for. Like, seriously, don't say anything, or we will. You know, they'll be fighting. Well, hello there, fellow streamers. Would you like to try the latest in video gaming entertainment? Gee Willikers, yes, please. I'll make you a star, kid. And you're like, yes. And then, 3 months later, you wake up in an alley, missing both your lungs, and you don't know how it happened. God, what a ride, right? What a ride. Okay. I mean, who needs both their lungs, right? I've never used both my lungs at the same time, have you? Well, the catch on that is you're not breathing for long. And that's how the video gaming industry kills people. It's not a real story, obviously. It's not based on a true story. It's just me joking around. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh crap, I've ran out of belts again. There's no way in hell this has any belts. Yeah, I've got to figure out why those are broken at some point. If I steal some belts from here, it should be okay. Maybe. Maybe not great, actually. Well, actually. I am, but also I'm not really. I'm making the theory of belts nearby. Fortunately, the theory of belts does not pay well. But the important thing is, when we're done here, which will be any moment now, we just need to get those filter splitters. We are ready to start sciencing again. Woo! I've walked past the things I need. Happens all the time. Is this the Einstein game up with? Is this what Einstein thing was kind of smart? I heard that. I heard he was kind of smart. And probably not a total weeb. Probably. Oh! That does make a lot more sense. Sorry. Okay, and that should be my splitters, and that should allow us to continue with science. Pretty much. Done. Feels doesn't unlock much, but the point is, science at least is continuing. This is what true success looks like. Science is finally continuing. But I think in future it'll be easier and easier to get these done. So we're going to grab more belts. I'm not sure why belt production's slow at the moment, but we'll figure that out in the future. With boxing up some green belts, it's not enough to box up right now. It's just not convenient. So we'll just let them... we do want to put them on trains? But we'll do that in just a moment. What I'd like to do for now is just grab these. And we'll put everything on trains so that way we can get them later. And production is a little bit less sketchy. And then we can start working on the next part of the checkpoints, which is probably automation deployment. But I think that's going to be easier because we've got... Did anyone find the moment there where I just lost all will to live? Anyone see that? Frig off train. If I wanted your opinion, I would have crashed into you directly. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Hedgehog. How you doing? Need a train 2 model where it's moving the speed close to you at toots. Yeah, I suppose. Probably not a bad idea, honestly. And one more. Be this bad boy. Okay. Bad boys, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when they are coming for you, bad boys? Please tell me, bad boys. I wish to know. I wish to inquire, bad boys, what you're up to today. Would you like to go for coffee, bad boys? Bad boys would not like to come for coffee. Okay. Just too busy being bad boys. The middle one. Middle one is undergrounds, right? Yes. And finally, belt for... Okay, so that's all sorted, more or less. Good. And production continues. That's what you really want to see in life, isn't it? Okay. Thanks. What do we do now? Belt 2s, okay. Belt 2s and assembler 2s, where are those existing? They exist here. Well, assembler 2s do. Belt 2s. Maybe we make it over here. Like, we've got plenty of room for it. Yeah, that might be the best idea. And then we slowly move on to... I mean, okay, let's just... Assembler 3s. Let's just make the things we don't have. Which appear to be a few things. Green wires are easy enough. Oh, God. Even the small assembler is not going to be easy. I mean, one of the things they're going to need is power poles. We don't make power poles. You don't make any of this shit. You know how I said it's going to be a lot easier? I may have lied. Unintentionally, of course, but... Okay. You make arithmetic circuits. Do we make antennas? If we did, we'd make them around here. We do not make antennas. Okay. Even just this chest is just so much work. So that's what we need to make before we can make the first part of this. We also do need hangar ones and construction bots. Okay. Yeah. That's alright. You just keep plugging away, you'll get there. Just walks off into the desert, doesn't look back. But like that right now. What's wrong with the belt 3s right now? Let's see if we can improve that at least. Why are they not being made? I mean, those aren't being made for a completely different reason. These being made. Ah. Lubricant again. Okay, you know what? We worried about lubricant before and we just sort of let it slide, but I don't think we can let it slide anymore. Because there's no lubricant, it doesn't slide. The very nature of lubricant. Cannot let it slide. We let it slide for too long and now it has built up a lot of friction. Oh shit. Eh. I got jammed in a train. That happens sometimes. Where do we make lubricant? Up here, right? Yes, we do. Can we expand my lubricant production? I rephrase it, we must expand it. Right now it's pathetic. Well, it didn't get less pathetic looking at it. So that's cool. Right, methanol. So the real problem is we make methanol. We are making some. These are all going. So if these are all going, then maybe we just need to make more of those. That's an easy fix. We have chemical plants. We have 32 of them. Better than nothing. Or as my father used to say, it's better than a shot. Never said it before, so now it's weird. Better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. My argument was pretty much everything is better than that. I don't remember what his response to that was, but I think I'm still correct. Like, pretty much everything is better than the poke in the eye with a sharp stick. See, I've said it once now it's easy to say. But I was struggling with it the first time. It's down here, okay. Ah, okay. There you go. Similar phrase, isn't it? Let's just make it a time 2. That might be the problem. I don't know if I've got enough pipes for this, but I'm certainly going to try. The problem I'm probably going to run into actually is the mirrors. Which, the good news is I think we have pipes being made around here, don't we? Or is it down here? You know, I don't know where it is, but if we go pipe 3 pick, manually stopped. Try that again. Pipe 3 pick. Okay. We'll let that come over here. Oh wait, no, it goes like that. Yes. And then we probably need to create some other stuff just so everything works nice and cleanly. Got some pipes. Pipes are good. Heard very good things about them. Probably go back to wherever you came from. Point. And then we need to do mirrors. So mirror chemical plant. How many? I don't know. 15. See how it goes. Turns out we need 16. I've been bamboozled again. I bamboozled myself. I was gonna say for the last time, but let's be honest. No one's believing that. Okay, so everything should have oxygen. That shouldn't be a problem. Now we just got to connect the... I don't know, whatever this stuff is. Just connect it. Doesn't matter what it is, just connect it. Ecological nightmares be damned, just connect it. Train jam? Wait, we don't have a train jam, do we? Do we? I don't think so. Okay, so that should be producing quite a bit more methanol. And that should also in turn produce a lot more lubricant. I mean, yeah, we've gone from 12, yeah, we've basically tripled methanol production. Which is very good, because we needed it, I suppose. Where is it going, actually? Oh, it's making solvent as well. Hey, turns out we solved our solvent problem after all. Wasn't really my intent, but we did it. And what we could do, if we wanted to feel really spicy, then do another one. We solved our solvent problem with a solution. Absolutely we did. Absolutely. We are out of chemical plants, so I don't know quite what I thought we were going to achieve there. That's okay. I guess next session we're going to have to make all these storage chests. They're not really needed. That's the most annoying thing. We don't care about them. We just need them. Well, okay, we do need them. We just don't care about them. Would it be easy to do something else like these filters? How difficult is it to make these filters? Actually pretty simple. We would need to make filter 1 boxes. Alright, you take care. I was actually probably looking at stopping soon. Emotionally unsatisfied boxes. Aren't we all? Yeah, it's probably just easy enough to make the filter 2 boxes, honestly. Graphene's going to be a problem, but that's always going to be a bit of a problem. Gonna hop into this train for a sec. It'll take us near where we want to go. I'm watching that very anxiously. Shouldn't have a jam. I think it's just delayed because that train's coming through. When that train goes through, it should all be fine. Start moving, please. Oh, there's another train that's moving. Okay, now will you start moving, please? The train's been very patient. The longer this goes on, the more I'm like, is this a jam? It feels like a jam. It feels very much like a jam. And it is a jam. What else has been delayed? Graphite and ceramic powder. Well, you know what? Shortest jam fix. Go grab those chemical plants. And can we find any pipe 2s that are good? I don't really want these chimney 1s, but I don't know where they're supposed to go. Up here. So I'll get the thing done so I make more methane, methanol, and then we'll call it for the night. Oh, okay. Sure, use my speed modules, I suppose. I didn't know you wanted to do that. Late stream tonight? Yeah, well I started half an hour early, so it's the same length of streams, just, you know, just because I started half an hour late, I'm going half an hour late. Make sure all balance is restored in the world. Okay. That should... No, it's not really. We're not producing enough methane, is that the problem now? We get through all our methane. There's methane, right? Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's still probably making more than we made before. Actually, I'm not so sure on that. Just search for meth. It's making about the same. In fact, it's actually making a little less. But we are making more methane than before. I guess we're needing it a lot more now. Funny how that works out. Anyway, we're calling it. Alright. Thank you everyone for being here today. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. If you've enjoyed yourself, please do consider giving a follow if you're not already doing so, so that way you can come back and witness more of this wonderful disaster. See, this is where also everyone plays all their sound effects all at once. I love it. This is like the clapping and also just the, let's see if we can throw Steve off. I don't know how to describe it, but I love it anyway. If you've enjoyed today, you can also sub or donate or cheer, but don't feel like you have to. I just really appreciate it when you do because it helps me. I really need to replace this chair. It's uncomfortable and I'm probably going to use some stream money for that because, you know, that's what it's for. Soulburn has posted the link to the socials. You can go to youtube.com/SeiferKatt and you can post... you can see all of the episodes there. You can also go to the Discord where you can find me outside the regular stream. It's the end of the stream cacophony. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. It's just really fun. What else is there to say? It always throws me off too. The walkout. Let's see what else I can say. Yes, there's also quotes. I stream 4 nights a week. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. With Sunday being my variety night where Crusader Kings is done. We're done with Crusader Kings for the moment because we have eaten the Pope and therefore Crusader Kings 3 can stop being played. Gosh, was that a difficult task. Much more difficult than I thought. Turns out he didn't want to be eaten, but he got there in the end. So Sunday we'll probably be playing Frostpunk is what I'm thinking at the moment because if there's one game that's absolutely miserable and doesn't last long, it's Frostpunk. So we'll do that. But every other night is Factorio night where we continue along this dark and dank road that we find ourselves upon. And oh yes, that's a good point, Valdak. We do have Panda answering questions on Sunday, so look forward to that. But if you missed that, don't worry, there will be a link to that available for you, so you don't have to miss it, and I'll put it up as soon as I can, so, you know, get to find out what Panda says about the weird questions that you've asked her. She's looking forward to it, but I think she is a little bit shocked of how many questions there are, so that should be fun. It's going to be a little bit of a podcast type thing, I suppose, at this point. And with that, we're done. So thank you everyone for being here, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, everyone.